In the history of Israel, there came a time when the nation stood at a crossroads between the worship of the true God and false idols. This dramatic story unfolds in the book of 1 Kings, where the prophet Elijah confronted King Ahab and the influence of idolatry. King Ahab became known as one of the most wicked rulers Israel had ever seen. The Bible describes his reign with stark clarity. He married Jezebel, a princess from Sidon who worshipped the false god Baal. Soon, Baal worship spread throughout the land of Israel. The king built a temple for Baal in the capital city of Samaria and erected an altar for this foreign god. Into this troubled time stepped a man whose faith would challenge a kingdom. His name was Elijah. Elijah said to King Ahab, "By the living Lord, there will be no dew or rain for the next few years, unless I command it." For years, the land suffered under dry skies. Crops failed. Rivers shrank, famine spread throughout Israel. But God protected Elijah first by a brook where ravens brought him food, and later in the home of a widow. After 3 years of drought, Elisha confronted Ahab again. The king accused him of causing trouble, but Elisha answered boldly. He commanded that all Israel gather on Mount Carmel, along with the 450 prophets of Baal, for a dramatic test. The God who answered with fire would prove to be the true God. The prophets of Baal began first, calling from morning until noon. Elijah even mocked them, saying, "Pray louder. After all, he is a god. Perhaps he is sleeping." But there was no answer. No one paid any attention. Then Elijah called the people closer and rebuilt the altar of the Lord. To make the miracle undeniable, Elijah poured water over the sacrifice until the altar and trench around it were soaked. Then he prayed, "Lord, prove today that you are God in Israel and that I am your servant." Immediately, the Lord sent fire down, and it burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and the dust. The people fell to the ground in awe and cried out, "The Lord is God! The Lord is God!" Soon the sky grew dark with clouds. Rain poured down upon the land. The drought was over. God had restored the heavens. Though the victory was great, Jezebel threatened Elijah's life. He fled into the wilderness, where God met him in a soft whisper. The battle on Mount Carmel remains a dramatic demonstration of how God defends his truth when his people stand faithfully for him. If you liked this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep Bible stories. Goodbye, may God be with you and bless you and everyone you love. See you next time. Shalom, shalom.